Hello students, welcome to our online classes. I hope that all of you are doing good. We had started chapter 4 from Civics, the Union Executive. In the previous video, we studied about the meaning of Union Executive. The Union Executive is the branch of government which is responsible for the implementation of laws. And Union Executive consists of President, Vice President, Prime Minister and Council of Ministers. In today's module, we will discuss about the President, powers of presidents, eligibility, the terms, salary and allowances, and the functions of presidents. So let's start today's topic. The President. In India, the President is the formal head of the state. So in India, President is the formal head of the state and highest executive authority in the country. And the current President of India is Mr. Ramnath Kovind. And he was elected as 14th President on 25th July 2017. So, qualification. In India, a candidate seeking election to the office of president must be citizen of India. The candidate must be completed 35 years of age, and candidate should qualify for the election as a member of Lok Sabha. Candidate should not hold any office of profit under the government of India and state government of any local authority. The candidate shall not be a member of either House of Peoples or House of Legislature or state legislature of any state. Election. The president is elected indirectly by a body called Electoral College. Electoral College is accordance with the system of proportional representation by means of single transferable vote. So the basic procedure of election of president is the system of proportional representation. An electoral college consists of the elected members of both houses of parliament and elected members of the state. So, president election is done by indirect method. Electoral college consists of elected members of both house of parliament and elected members of the state. An indirect method is adopted because the size of electorate in India is too big. The electoral college comprises the elected members of both houses of parliament. So this is all about the election procedure to become a president of a country. Now, terms of office. The normal term of office for the president is 5 years. The president is eligible for re-election to the office after completing this term. His office can be terminated in either of two ways: by resignation in writing under his hand addressed to the Vice President of India, and by removal of violation of Constitution by the process of impeachment. So, the time period of president, normal time period is 5 years, and president is eligible for re-election, and his office can be terminated by two ways: if he by resignation in writing and by removal of violation of the Constitution. Now, salary and allowances. The president draws a salary of 1.5 lakh per month. President is entitled to other allowances as by permissible by law in force from time to time. and the salary and allowances cannot be reduced during the president terms of office. So this is all about the salary of president. Now, the powers and functions of the president. The President of India enjoys a number of powers. However, they are actually exercised by the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers. So the powers of President is basically divided into three parts: the executive powers, the judicial power, and the legislative powers. First one is executive power. The president is the chief executive of Indian Union. All the executive powers are vested in the President of India by the Constitution. It is his or her duty to enforce the law passed by the Parliament. Next executive power is the President appoints the Prime Minister, who enjoys the support of majority in the Lok Sabha. And President also appoint the other members of Council of Ministers and distribute portfolios among them on the advice of Prime Minister. The President of India has the power to appoint and remove all the high officials of Union government, like the Chief Justice of India, the ambassadors, and the other diplomatic representatives of foreign countries. So, all these are the executive powers of the President. Judicial power. The President has the power to grant pardon or reduce the sentence of any convicted person. In case of question of law or matter of public importance, he or she can ask for the advisory opinion of the Supreme Court, but he or she has no binding to accept that opinion. Now, legislative powers. The President summons and prorogues the sessions of both the houses of Parliament. He or she or President inaugurates the Parliament by addressing it after the general election. So, President inaugurates the Parliament after the general election and at the beginning of first session. No bill can become a law without the signature of the President, and no money bill can be introduced in the Parliament without the President's recommendations. So all are the legislative powers of President. So this is all about today's topic. Thank you, students.